I think the meds are doing something. Oh my fucking goodness, hello. Hi, what's my storage like? I freed it up, but I don't know, I've been paranoid, I've been looking. Yeah, no, it's fine. I've been getting confused by multiple little drives. Hello. Feels weird to be doing this again. It's been a decent bit. It's been a few weeks. Tomodachi Life came out. I've been playing that. Fuck, man. I just added Beatrix and Murchie to the game. I'm going to add Gigi and Thora and Bob and I don't know if I'm going to add Bob. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. But Ogden, Victor, I want to add the gang, you know. And Hobson probably. So Thora cannot be so alone. But man, whoa. Am I really going to go straight back into fucking medication talk? Because I stopped taking it for like a week or two. Because I was getting a bit worried about some cardiac side effects. That makes it sound a lot more concerning than it maybe is. I'm probably fine. I've had multiple times my heart has been checked and I'm okay, but it just feels fucky all the time. So I'm not fully convinced that it's fine. But at the very least, I'm alive, which is great. Now, there's been an update to this game, and I want to see what that's all about. Still haven't done the 100%ing. Like at this point, I probably could have just done it off screen. The game is hitching though, which it wasn't doing before, so that's unfortunate. And I don't know if there's anything I can do about that. I can close Chrome. Fuck. Ah, shit. Ah, fuck, I fucked it up. Ah, god, I clicked on all the wrong things. Okay, it's fine, I fixed it. So... Yep, this is still a thing. Yep. 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 Yep, I don't want to say that. Yep, that's the thing. Yep. Alright, yep. So, yeah, anxiety, am I right? That's been happening. It's interesting what the medication has sort of... I think it lowers racing thoughts a little bit. But it definitely increases physical anxiety symptoms. Like, I feel it in my chest heart area. I feel sort of... I don't know what else to call it other than anxiety, because tension feels wrong. It's not... like, that's the closest thing that isn't anxiety that I could describe it as. But it's tense, I guess. It's special, it's anxious, it's weird, it's awkward. You guys happy? Yeah. I wanna... Part of the reasons why I'm playing is just so I can... I mean, literally, deciding to... Because I've been... There's been so much going on in my brain, man. Oh, lord. I've been thinking about, like... every Hue of You since I added the 4 characters we've met on the channel. 4 major ones, at least. We've met on the channel, and to the island, and I'm like, ooh, 4 or 5, including Twilo. It's 5, I think. Anyway, I'm like, I should get back into that, because I need to add the rest of the characters to the island that I haven't met yet. And I haven't done that, because I haven't met all the characters, and I haven't finished the game. And I'm like, maybe I should go back and do that, but I have the other recording to polish up and get out. But that's a whole big task with a big load of anxiety attached to it. So, yeah. I guess in a way I could describe it as moving the anxiety from my brain to my heart, to my chest, to my body. From my thoughts to my body, which in a way makes it easier to ignore. Because I'm not, you know, thinking about it. I'm feeling it, which I want to say is healthier for emotional processing sake. I don't know. I've actually gotten to the point where we have enough food, so much food that these fire slimes are like, I can't, they're topped up, man. It's just going to waste. Why am I doing, oh yeah, the tabby tails were full. So, I'm not sure where the new stuff is. I heard the lab in those patch notes. I should look into that, and we'll find out where it is, and we'll go explore that. Because that's new and exciting and fun. I don't know if it added new achievements though. That would be interesting to find out. Mochi! Hey B, found something I thought, hey, thank me later. Thank you, Mochi. I called you Mochi. How did the frickin'... I put the name in Tomodachi Life. Tomodachi Life. And they said Mochi? I think they said Mochi. So I had to write Mochi. As in, like a mower. As in you're mowing the lawn and then she... All one word. I'm surprised it worked. I'm surprised it didn't go Mouchi. So that's how I would have read it. But I guess Tomodachi Life has its symptoms. Has its systems. And yeah. I'm gonna put these in the refinery and find out where the new stuff is. Where the fuck is the new stuff? Can I not look at news from this? Okay, I'll alt tab then. Jeez. Wait! Resource detector? That sounds fun! Okay. Wait, so where can I be found? Where can they be found? It's within the labyrinth? Let's go to the labyrinth then. I think I did get all the trinkets off screen. I did do that. We'll check out the Prismacle first, I guess. Since that's kind of... You'll see, supposedly. You'll see. It's kind of an important factor of this update. Man, I could just go and go and go and talk about my brain. She always... One of the frustrating things that had been throughout my life had been, you know, the concept of just do it, you know? Just gotta just do the thing. But that's incredibly fucking difficult. Like, there's the whole... The insurmountable wall. I think, God, there was one Reddit comment that I found that explained it really well, or maybe it was a YouTube comment. And I think I screenshotted it, and maybe I'll be able to find it, and maybe I'll put it in the video. But there's a fucking wall to doing anything, no matter how good or bad it may be for me. In fact, the worst things are probably a lower wall. I don't fucking get it. There's so many silly things in my brain that makes it harder to be a brain. And that stopped me from streaming and having a good time. I mean, I don't want to say I didn't have a good time streaming, because it was, I guess, it wasn't. It was just a very anxious time, and I was very stressed out because I hadn't done it in a while, and I'm talking about all this ADHD and stuff, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, holy heck. And if the person is here that visited me, if the silly goose is here that chatted up in the stream, hello, I'm glad you're still here. I'm sorry I haven't streamed, and it's just, it's been so interesting for me, right? Because everything that I've been doing, everything that I've been saying, every video that I've said, I've had the comfort of, one, having the editing phase to be able to be like, just for security, you know, if I'm sure, just to make sure I'm not saying anything stupid or wrong, I can just be like, okay, yeah, that's a bit dumb. We don't need that. Or if people respond negatively to something that I say, right, I have more time and more, hopefully, knowledge by the time people do get to see it, given that YouTube hasn't shown my videos to many people. So if somebody were to leave a comment and be like, I think this is bad, or whatever, hopefully by then I would have more context and to be able to respond to that in a more fruitful way, a heartful, good way. Accurate, opposable thumbs. That was a terrible explanation. What I'm trying to get at here is when I'm talking about serious topics like mental health and anxiety and depression and shit, I don't want to give bad, like, advice or say anything that could, you know, bad. You gotta I'm not a professional. I'm not a professional. And you should seek professional help and not take my word as medical advice because it's not. You know? Now there's this silly annoying anxiety of being like, oh, I'm saying all this shit. No. Cutting content? Cutting words? What am I lying? Am I just a fake? I don't know. No. Man, oh man. Man, oh man. Man, I'm thirsty. Wow. Okay, I just drank a lot more of that water than expected. Oh, I got a Gyrotoid. Do we already have that one? I think we do. This is something that I haven't seen before. It just gives you a bunch of plants in a wheelbarrow. That's also all of our money, and... I can't be bothered selling things right now unless we need it when we get to the new stuff. Do we have the gyro already? No, we have the Spinatoy. That's what I'm thinking of. Let's get the gyro for the dervishes. What the fuck? You can't just... What is going on here? We unlocked Celeste music. Playtime gets the wiggles out. So, yeah. I don't know. I wanted to play this game. I wanted... I mean, I feel like I'm playing the game too much on the YouTube channel specifically, you know? Like, this isn't all I want to do. This isn't... I need to move on. I need to go back to Ahoy. Maybe. I need to... do new things, because doing the same thing gets depressing for me. I've been debating, again, I've said this before during the videos, I've debated live streaming Warframe a lot, and maybe trying to get into that, but I like the game, and I've been playing it a decent bit, and I don't know. Oh, god, this is choppy. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I need to update my drivers or something. Let me just make sure there isn't something being fucky on Task Manager or something. I'm saying something a lot. Oh no, guys! OBS is using my resources! Holy heck! Hello, friend. I want to add... It's just me fucking talking about what I like. I like talking. God. This is okay, I'm gonna save... That's something to save for a different video that I should... Hell. I'm not gonna say I've recorded after this because I'm my throat's kind of already dry because probably I just had the medication for the first time in a few weeks. Not a few weeks. More like... It's just 1.5 weeks probably is the total. God damn it, the tart needs a minute. Okay. Please go away. I don't know. I go so up and down, you know. Right now I'm kind of down. I was up a fair bit. I need to remember the uppies. But that mindset, I think, is kind of part of my problem, you know? I'm very averse to the downies, and I don't let myself experience the downies as much as I should to actually be able to grow from them and heal from them. There you go. There's some DPs for you. I don't know. No. Specific. I think the plural should clear that up. That I'm not talking about something else. Ah, this place is pretty. Where did 1,000 money go? What did we buy? Hello, Beatrix. I'm sorry to have made this recording, but I needed to move on. And saying that I'm bad with goodbyes is definitely an understatement. I want to start by thanking you again. Because of you, this world has a future. We all do. Because of you, I can dream again. Dream about a life I can call my own. Because of you, I can finally live as who I was always meant to be. But there's still more I need to do. I need to study the ecosystem and ensure that it too can move on despite the damages it endured. But I also need to walk barefoot in the grass, to smell the flowers in the wind. I need to be still and watch the clouds crawl slowly across the sky. And I need to visit a friend and go play Go well into the night. I just need to live, Beatrix. The conservatory is yours now. I know it's in good hands. The way you have cared for it, for the silly little creatures of this world, and the way you so selfishly aided me. You have a good heart, Beatrix LeBeau. And I'm very happy to have met you. This is why I fucking need this game, man. Genuinely, there have been points in my life where I have wanted to walk barefoot in the grass. I didn't do it. I ended up walking just with sandals on. So there was still some of my bare feet touching the grass. But, man, because fuck it. I mean, I feel like it's kind of like a... I want to say a stereotype, but I don't feel like it's a stereotype that extends that far out of Australia itself. But a stereotype that Australians like to walk around barefoot a lot. Like, you'll find a decent bit of us just barefoot. And I think that's fine. Our feet are meant to be used, you know? I don't know. Walking around barefoot doesn't mean you're not cleaning them, right? If you're not cleaning your feet, then that's a different problem. But what if you step and poop? That's an experience, man. That's a story right there. Like, that's something to remember. Just I need more experience in the physical realm. There's too many things that I could call an experience that I've had that, thinking back to where I am physically, is just in this chair, at this computer, staring at this monitor. Sometimes a different monitor, and that's interesting, you know? That's some change, that's nice. There used to be a bed next to me, that was ages ago. God damn. Now I'm getting not nostalgic, reminiscent. It was real, to be honest. My room isn't in a beautiful state, but it's in a better state than it was. And much nicer. There's so much more I could do. If I just believed. I do believe. If I don't know, had the pussy, had the medication, which I do have, which maybe. I mean, I'm just anticipating seeing the doctor again so we can see what his thoughts are, and also I have some other things I need to talk about, of course. We always need to do, and I'm always, just everything is always. That looked like a shadow slime with ears. Oh, is that Hunter? Is that a Hunter? What, that's a rooster. What the fuck is happening? Man, I love this. As much as there's so... I'm saying that through a... There's like... Imagine a fog of anxiety in front of my mouth. And that's what I'm speaking through when I say that, right? There's... But like... Just those moments. Those moments are what I fucking live for. Those moments are what I love about these videos. I don't... Because that's what makes it special, you know? That moment is fun and interesting. Because not every moment in this video and not every other moment is fun and interesting. Not every moment is high... Whoa, look at this! Oh my god, shadow slimes! I don't know how people make Slime Rancher videos nowadays. I assume... Not like that, but who knows? I haven't watched any. God. This is, like, surely, reading that GG line, I realized it's what I love doing, and what I need to do more of. It's such a good way for me to connect with myself as well. Like, just... Because it gives me an outlet, right? It gives me an outlet. In the form of acting, I suppose, and I can... That's so cute. It looked like the phosphor was carrying the bat, but I think it's the other way around. Oh. Fucking love this game. But that's the thing, right? I can... Reading those lines of Gigi, there's a part of me that connects with them. I know that part, and I find that part, and then that comes out in my performance, I think. And it just... It just makes me warm, I don't know. Happy. need to do more. I need to get back into Ahoy. I need to... It's just the difficult part of doing everything yourself. You know, doing the editing, doing the... I mean, the recording is fine. I like doing the recording. The editing. And every Hue of You was such a series. I hate a little decent bit, a significant amount hate that I am having these actually, dare I say, important conversations, and at least interesting conversations, I think, about, like, YouTube and stuff, while playing Slime Rancher at the end of the freaking game with spoilers everywhere, so not everybody could see them. Maybe I need to just make a separate channel where I just post the audio itself and have this turn into a podcast where there's just game. I mean, I could have the game noises, or I could just not. That's an interesting idea. Maybe I should just do it. Why? Why would I do it? Because why the hell not? What the fuck am I doing? Like, what am I holding back from? What am I scared of? Is the real question here. What am I fucking scared of? I mean, at this point, what I've learned from live streaming and having someone actually watch is that I'm scared of that. I'm scared of the responsibility of having people actually hear my words and listen to them and potentially be impacted by them, and maybe it changes their mind in a way, or changes their mindset, or they make decisions. I don't know. I could only hope that it improves their lives, but what if it doesn't, you know? That's a big fear. Because I don't want to upset people. And a lot of people just come to YouTube and videos, and I'm sure especially Slime Rancher, just for a reprieve from the stresses of everything and anxious minds. And yet here I am. You feeling calm? I don't know. For me personally, sometimes I do find it very therapeutic to listen to somebody else talk about their own problems, because sometimes you can relate to that. And then you don't feel so alone. And that's what I'm hoping that I'm doing for this as well. While also maybe sharing the do as I say and not what as I do mindset, you know? Hopefully for some other people to get better, I don't know, to take the advice better than I've taken it. And hope that it works, because I don't fucking know, because I haven't tried. I mean, I've tried things. I'm just bad at sticking to routines, and I had such an interesting dream. We've had a lot of housework going on, and a bathroom work. So there's been people in the house frequently, and they've been usually, you know, as they do in the mornings, and as I do, I'm asleep, but sometimes I get to be awake because I'm the only one home, and I want to make sure they're not stealing. And also they might have questions, or they might need me for something, so it's like, hey, here's the freaking... I need to open the garage for them, per se? For example. That's just an example, that's not really a per se. On per se, my favorite chess mood. Chess mood? Yep, that sentence sums me up pretty well sometimes. Sometimes? Man, oh man. That's a very interesting discussion that I want to have in a future video. That I will have in a future recording that's sooner than the video will be, of course, but potentially by a large margin. Or less of a margin than I think, at least. We'll have to see how things go. Because I spent the past like week not doing much productive, you know, just hiding behind the safety of Tomodachi Life and being comforted by its quirks and whims. And it's great, and it's nice, and it was fun, and I like it. There was always a little bit of a sinking sort of concern that, well, so I'm just running away to another game, you know? I don't deserve this game. What am I fucking doing? Like, I should be getting money, I should be progressing in life. But why? Why are they popping? I mean, I had a friend tell me that, you know, is it really time wasted if it's time spent having fun? And that's a question that philosophy even potentially that I've thought about a lot, and I agree with, you know. It's not necessarily that it's wasted time. I take value out of it. I enjoy having fun, and it's fulfilled me life. It's fulfilled me life in a little bit of a way. You know, but there's a drive in me. There is a drive in me that wants to go somewhere. And I've been born into a world of capitalism, and I must play the game of capitalism. So, here we are. I want to play the game of capitalism, and to do that, I need to get money. I'm feeling that YouTubers need to, like, research what the new content is, so I can be in a video and be like, alright, so I think to do this, we need to go over here, right? And we're seeing like, oh my god, look at all this new stuff. Wow, that's so cool. You know what? That would be a fun video to make. So, I'm so curious about my future. Presuming thumbs up. Because, oh boy, I think it'll be... I don't know. It's very... There's so many different ways that it could go. There are way more than two paths that things could go from where we are right now. I don't know. I want to rely on one potential future for comfort, but that feels silly. The potential future where the internet and computers just... Mainly the internet stops being used as much, you know? And suddenly my efforts are focused in the real world as anxious, physically anxious as that, socially anxious as that might be, and nerve-wracking because I definitely get a lot of performance anxiety, hence the live stream that I was very anxious in. Like, well, that's something that you can overcome, you know? But I just haven't, because I haven't just done it, you know? We're going back to that. We're walking around to the just do it fucking mindset, right? But that's the hard thing. It's not so easy as just fucking do it, is it? Have I talked about this analogy before? There's an analogy that I sort of try to come up with to describe the insurmountable wall or whatever. And the problem is, of course, times change, my brain changes, I learn new things, I evolve and grow. So I don't know how much I fully connect with the analogy right now. Or how much I even remember it in its original form, which was probably maybe a bit better than the form it may be in currently in my head, as I'm about to explain to you, potentially. Which is, imagine there's my brain, right? There's my brain. And inside my brain is a fucking endless field where there's a lot of, just a grey field with a lot of fog, like you're standing on concrete or something. It's just a sea of concrete on one side, and then turn around, and then this massive fucking wall. This big fuck off wall. I'm gonna keep swearing, because fuck you advertisers. You can't even give me money yet. And I'm sure YouTube will never want them to. So, what if I just started a Patreon? What if I just did that? I just put videos there and see if I could just See what happened there. Use that as a video platform. I don't know. Anyway, the field, the concrete field, the fog, the light fog that's maybe up to your chest, up to your nips. I guess I'm going with that. And a door. Maybe there's several doors. I don't know. But there's a door. There's a big freaking door in the side of the wall. And what that wall leads you to is the the action of fucking doing anything. The end at the side of that wall, that's, for an example for me, I guess, I don't know, live streaming Warframe or something. Doing exercise, you know what, that's a better one. Doing fucking exercise and actually using Ring Fit that I bought. So there's that. And you gotta open the door. The door is locked. Right. There must be a key. You bet there's a key. Turn around. Somewhere in the fucking fog. Go on. Find the key. Find the key in the endless fog. Where everything is the goddamn same and you can't see anything. You can't make anything out. You don't know what the heck is happening. That's a probably really, like, distorted version of my original analogy. But there you go. There's my analogy. Am I a philosopher net yet? I don't know. That's kind of how I explain it being like, maybe. That's just one interpretation, right? That might not apply to you. And that but you know what? I'm gonna do the annoying thing. If you have any other way any other analogy or way to describe this sort of insurmountable feeling, if you can relate to just that concept of an insurmountable wall beyond, in front of any task that you want to do, then write off in the comments, let me know. I am very curious. Like, it's part of that is genuine engagement bait. I would love more comments, to be perfectly honest. I love comments because they're the only thing that gives me a certain feedback that somebody's watching. Even though I've just stated that certain feedback that somebody's watching is absolutely terrifying to me, but that's mainly when live streaming, hopefully. Anyway. But that's important, right? And that's something that I need to get over. So if people don't do it, they're never going to get over it. But also, it could be useful. I do fancy myself a bit of a I'd say I fancy myself a bit of a writer. Not that I've done much writing, but I have recently. Not that I have recently. But I have in the past, and I want to, and I have ideas. And I think hearing a lot of different perspectives would help a lot. And anything I do. Creatively. Alright, well. Cut to Slime Reactor 2, accessing GG.log. I used to be afraid of the water. It felt like it was endless and would just swallow you up. I was only ever willing to dip my feet in the shallows, where I could see the bottom, see the extent of it. And now, what would you even call what I plunged into? Water so deep, so endless that I may never see the surface again. I'm feeling sorry for myself again. I should get back to work. That's almost, maybe I feel like I'm extrapolating, or I don't know what exactly the word, a little bit too much here, or a little bit, I'm trying too hard, I guess. But that is not completely far off how I feel with the live stream, you know? Suddenly there's someone watching, and I'm like, oh my goodness. What does this mean? I don't know. I don't know what this means, you know? I don't know what they're thinking. It's just how it is. You know? Anyway. Accessing GG.archive. These tadpoles remind me of when I would go to the beach with Mum and Dad. I never wanted to swim. I was too scared to do it. Instead, I would wade in a tide pool and read this old book my mum had about a legendary explorer. There were a slime rancher who trekked across the entire far, far range, making discoveries that would go on to make history. I used to dream about being someone like that. being fearless and just diving into new adventures. I guess this is my chance. Wow. How does it feel, Beatrix? You had a book written about you. Man, not gonna lie, when we were looking at Gigi at the hologram, I was thinking of, dear God, I don't think there's any hairstyles in Tomodachi Life that would do this justice. Anyway. I think streaming Warframe could genuinely be very good for me. I'm going back to that. But I'm trying to psych myself up for it eventually. Because I want to do it. And like... there you go. I play the game and I like talking, and I like the game and I like talking about the game. That's enough reason. Man, what do we need for the final? We need 50,000 freaking new bucks for the final vac upgrade, right? But how much do we need for that? I just said. What else do we need for that? Can I be bothered selling enough for that? No. But just let my drone sell everything for me and screw the market finally once and for all. Maybe that's the growth. That's the character arc, you know? We've been over this. The bell curve. Maybe it's the bell curve. The thing is, with the live stream, I felt trapped a little bit. Like, I felt like I didn't have room to breathe. That's an exaggeration, to an extent. That's an exaggeration, because I could breathe. But what I'm trying to get at is that, like, there was the constant... I felt the constant desire and need to keep talking. Keep the show on, you know? Can't take a big break. That means people will stop watching. If you're not talking and somebody clicks on the video, why would they stay? Like, that's my mindset. And I don't think that was healthy. When doing this recording, I am breathing, I am pausing, I am gathering my thoughts before I say them. And as much as from a comedic standpoint, I love not gathering my thoughts and thinking before I speak, I love improv. I think that's hilarious, and I really need to do that improv class. So, but when I'm talking about emotional shit, and like mental health, and stuff that deserves more time in the oven to speak, to think, to what other words I'm trying to fucking say here? Valuable. You understand? Clearly you understand. The gadget cord bundle's on you. Okay, I had a feeling. That's right, you can upgrade storage capacity more and silos, even though I'm not using those. Gardens could be upgraded. Not that these ones need to be upgraded. We are literally full up on food. Yep, there's a growth amplifier. We can get a bigger harvest than normally possible. We don't need a bigger harvest. We can maybe do that on the frickin' Fracken. The Bracken. Let's have the slim. I just stored all the slimbers. Oh well. The concept of being perceived. Not most comforting one. Oh, that's cute. Okay, seriously, where the fuck do I go? We can't... I want to see the new stuff, but man, how do I find the sanctuary? I need to read this post, like, in full. Where's the sanctuary? A new mystery within the labyrinth unveils an exciting new ranch expansion with increased customizable themes and rewards. Yeah, we read that before. I just want to make sure I wasn't missing anything. Includes a lost and found, which will recover any radiant slimes lost in their original base form. Oh. I don't know exactly what that implies, but that's interesting. Okay. Here's something interesting that I was thinking about when playing Tomodachi Life. One of the ways that game has hit me in a special different way is that it's made me want to place things around, you know? Like, because you see this game, and there's so many things, but they have so many resources, and there's so many little, like, other stuff competing for the fun goodies you could place around the place that I haven't. Until now, where I've beaten the main story and I'm like, maybe I should, or maybe I could, but even now I'm still hesitant because it's like, oh, it takes time to run around and find the resources. It might be as simple as Tomodachi Life just has that one money that you can buy everything with it. You buy your decorations, you buy your everything with, you know? And it's not hard to get, you just get it. And then so you can spend it on clothing, you can spend it on the island and decorate the place. Whoop-de-doo, yippee-doo-dah. You know? I don't need to go, I need to go back home. And go to the labyrinth. I think I feel like a decent part as to why that is just because, as I mentioned, like maybe I mentioned it in the live stream, I think, or it was in a video that hasn't been uploaded. I want to have things. I'd want to have things so the slimes that like are here can interact with them and have fun, but you can't do that because this is a small space. To be quite fair, it makes sense why you want to be able to do that. But that it just there's a little bit that's a little bit of a wall for me wanting to place all these toys around the place. Place a seesaw here, a Kajiki Mid-Gig over there. You know, I don't know. Should have read the bug fixes to see if they changed any of the weird graphical popping that was happening over here. Not noticing anything right now, and it was very noticeable before. Is this new? Hello. Radiant slimes. Just a little different from the average slime. God, we're not dealing with this music while I'm reading about radiant slimes. Go away. Go away. Go away. Hydro turret fucking work. Work better. I'm sorry, I know you're only one. That slime is positively radiant. Alright, we have another friggin' hydro turret, don't we? Yeah, I'll just I'll plop it down there, sure. Congratulations on collecting your first radiant. It's just like a normal slime, but more radiant. Keep an eye on it. I can't believe it's so... I can't believe it was so close. I don't know. No. Okay. Radiant slimes. Oh, really? Oh, that's so cute. That's why they have the little cards on this one now. That's fun. Okay, is Radiant slimes here? Radiant slimes. Radiant slimes are just like other slimes, except they've absorbed a strange radiance that has changed their appearance. There don't seem to be any changes to their behavior, personality, or cuteness, so perhaps it's just a cosmetic change, unless they hold deeper secrets to discover. The radiance of these slimes doesn't seem dangerous at all, either to the rancher or to any fellow slimes that they crowd with. However, they contain all the same risks as their base slime type, so watch out for that. A radiant slime produces the same type of plot as their base slime does, but maybe there's something else they could produce under the right conditions. Like when we interact with this. Find what? Where? Care? New coordinates added to your boat. Sanctuary. Ah, to my boat. Let's go to the boat. The boat was always suspicious. Hello, boat. Hello again. Can I use you? Button. Why is the button at the back of the boat? The Sanctuary, a secret hideaway for slimes that need a little extra caretaking. The Sanctuary is familiar and unfamiliar at the same time. A brand new island, but one clearly cultivated by the people of the past who also created the labyrinth, with an equally ancient facility built on it for an equally mysterious purpose. On disembarking from the docks, an explorer is greeted with towering cliffs, with beautiful yet strange symbols marked on them, and an enormous, oddly radiant slime statue. Surrounded by the gently lapping waves of the slime sea, a sense of peace permeates the sanctuary, and mossy old growth makes everything feel perfectly in tune with nature. Its greatest secrets lie within, with plots for ranchers to imply that this place may be used to care for slimes, and an unusual new friend to meet inside. Why is that an advertisement? should be, so that doesn't sound very Slimepedia coded. Hello. Blue Sanctuary portal. Okay, interesting. Is that taking me to the Sanctuary, actually? Or is it for traversing across the Sanctuary? Is this one that I take home when I want to go to the... so I can go... that leads me there. I think that leads me to there, because that's a Blue Sanctuary receiver. I don't know. What's up here? A trinket! Are you gonna corporealize while I'm getting this trinket? Yes, you are. Bonk. Alright, it feels weird just playing the game now. So, you guys come here often? Let me just step on the teleporter and confirm my theory. Ooh. Okay, that's just the... Okay, that's where we put the new resource. Boink. Yep. Alright, taking that with me, thank you. The teleporter allows you one-way travel to the sanctuary. Hello, you. Radiant. You were hit suddenly by a wave of emotion. It's odd, distant, almost outside of you. As you look at the robot, the feeling intensifies, and a flickering image begins to form in your mind. A slime of a shimmering, unusual color, being cradled and protected. It's gone almost before you can understand it. The slime I just saw in my mind, you were caring for it? Radiant slimes! I care for far time care take. Slimes. Because first time I have to do a cringy robot voice. Okay, I'll look for radiant slimes and bring them to you. Or any other slimes that could use your care. Bring, yes. Yes. Yeah. Are you happy? Oh, it's black and white. Oh, that's fun. I love that. It's so pretty. Oh, I want radiant slimes now. Of course I do. That's the whole point of this. Well, I have the radiant slime. Do you want me to talk to you again? Hello, welcome, come. Oh. Ah. I see. I see. Very much I see. Yes, I see. I'm aware. Acknowledged. Understood. Affirmative. Oh. Was this door? This door wasn't open before, right? Yeah, here we go. Ah, that's so fun. That's cute. Alright. I drank that water terribly. I'm assuming we don't do that. Yep. Oh. Okay. I guess we'll make... Kinda want the food to be first. Put you over here. And... Internet prioritize, I guess, because we are lowish on money. There you are. Okay. So, I think the patch notes suggested that radiant slimes will just pop out wherever there's a radiant slime. Pretty much. They'll pop out anywhere that a normal slime can pop out. So, I don't think we're gonna go hunting for any. And to be perfectly honest, this video was clearly apparently not about this, even though now I want to make another video that's clearly about this. Welcome, come. Do we have to get some more food for you? You have a new message waiting for you at the comm station. Wonder if it's actually going to be a new message now that the game's been updated. And we've unlocked this new area. It would be fun to just, you know, play the game and talk about the game again. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah. That'd be pretty sick. Fine. I've ignored multiple deep brines until this point. And I'm not going to go back to find them. I'm getting angry at myself for not going back to find them. We could just sell. We could always just sell, you know. But that's not perfect. Think about all the money we could get if they were all at max value. Yeah, annoying myself too sometimes. I feel like that statement was the most annoying of them all. The thing is, at some point, when you're creating content, probably sooner rather than later, you gotta be comfortable with yourself. Yes, so I'm not comfortable with myself. Just gotta straight up say that, oh. I feel scandalous. It's so weird. It's so freaking weird. I'm gonna go find the other drawings at the other parts of the conservatory. Man, if we ran out and got a bunch of shadow ports, we could actually make a lot of money. I might literally do that. Oh my goodness, it's storming. I love this song. I've listened to a decent bit in the shower, funnily enough. I actually hadn't made the connection before, it's kind of funny. Alright, yeah, there's just so much poop. I'm just gonna sell it. And I want to sell the bio poop. That's pretty valuable right now. I can't spend too much time selling this poop though. Otherwise we're gonna run out of... Can you sell the poop for me, please? No, you need to feed them. Okay, I'm sorry for going in here. I didn't need to do that. You know, I was sad. I'm looking at the timer, I'm like, it's only been an hour. I want to do this more. You know? I don't know. It's interesting. The only reason I don't do it more is because I have to edit it. That's not the only reason, to be perfectly honest. But that's one of the reasons. And it's one of the reasons why streaming is appealing. But then we've been over this. Maybe it'll happen again. Maybe if I can juice up my confidence. Because confidence. You know what I'm getting at here. I did want to talk to the other drone, but we do want to get those shadow ports because they're just satisfying to get mainly. And they're valuable, so I could have a fun time and a profitable time. Oh my goodness. Do I need lightning mode? I think I stored the lightning mode. Though getting more lightning modes I guess would be useful while the storm is happening. You're in here, right? We do have a lightning mode, yes. Alright, maybe I'll go try and see if I can get some lightning modes. That's, I guess, even more valuable than getting the stuff. You know. Oh, you're hungry. That's just carrots. Not your favorite food. You sneaky buggers. Ah, hit me with a zappy. I'm not seeing any zapping. Where's the zapping? There's the zapping. It zapped. Such a mediocre zapping. Alright, I'm gonna take this fruit, I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna give it to the fires. If I don't see any zapping on the way there, then we don't see any zapping, and I'm not too fussed about it right now. Also, the music stopped. Nope, it's coming back. Nope, that's not allowed. Oh god, look, things are hungry. The fruit is grown. Oh no. You remember one of the really good spots to get in shadow slimes. Some spots in the terrarium that are really good. Over there. Probably would have been a good idea to grab some things while we were home, but I guess we're going to get some things right now. It would be a slow start. Shit. There we go. Alright. That's a decent start to our adventure. I wanted to look at something, and I don't remember what it was. I wanted to look at the blueprints. Yeah, so that's just 50,000. And we can already make it once we get to 50,000. But we need another module for that, and there's only one module for the shadow shoe shit. I don't know if that multiplies with the golden shore shot, because I was noticing 3 ports come out when I shot those slimes. Interesting. I mean, my sun's up for that. We need to save some suns up for the achievement though. As far as I know, no new achievements have been added. There's an achievement for the slime goal, which is why I have it. I could literally split this video up at this point. No, I couldn't. I've gone back and forth and I've talked about anxiety and shit. I don't know. Oh, I don't know what I am. Maybe it's time I change my bio, my YouTube about me into this channel is in a constant state of identity crisis. I feel like I've had it be that before, and then I changed it when I felt like I found an identity for it, and I still kind of think that's true. But I do still feel like I'm in an identity crisis through what I want to do and what I am doing. Between what I want to do and what I am doing. That's a golden one. Some of that fall off the edge? No, I actually don't think so. Not that looking down there would have been that helpful, given that it would have already fallen into the fog by the time I checked, but judging by... Oh, hey, another one. By what I saw fly up the top of the screen, and what I saw get picked up into my vac tank, I think we got most of it. I think we got everything, in fact. Dare I say. Maybe I can motion track it. That's a thing I can do now, guys. I learned how to motion track. That's the big new fun thing that I learned in DaVinci Resolve for this series. Motion tracking. Because before, I was doing it manually. Even in this series earlier. Okay, well that's awkward. Here we go. Okay, this is something. This is something. This is something. It's not amazing, but it's something. Okay? Something's better than nothing, right? Let me get back into watching Critical Role. I've been slacking on everything. I haven't watched the season 3 of the Mighty... not... of Vox Machina. I haven't seen the Mighty 9. I haven't seen Campaign 4. I haven't finished watching the other stuff. It's such an interesting pickle that I put myself in sometimes, and it kind of can go for gaming, I think, maybe. I can't think of any specific examples for myself personally, but I feel like other people probably had the experience that I'm having with Critical Role that they've had with video games. Like, part of it, I mean, there was a balance between not being necessarily interested in the content, but also it just being too fucking dramatic for my soul right now. Like, I don't need that. Oh, it's spooky and scary. You know? Like I forget what they were called. But a lot of the mini-series, I haven't finished watching them. I started watching them. Started watching the Age of Umbra or whatever, I think, and didn't finish that one. And there was the one after Campaign 3, I believe, Divergence, question mark? I haven't finished that one either. Because the vibes were just so like, oh. I like the funny, you know? And the funny is always there, but it wasn't the balance I was hoping for. And I mean, granted, like, I knew they were very clear that it was a darker vibe, you know? But still. I'm just explaining why I'm not watching it and not saying that it was false advertising or anything, I don't know. Well, we have about 100 thoughts. That'll probably do. I specifically mentioned that because I feel like D&D is like a passion that I've fallen out of. Not necessarily because I'm not interested in it, just because I haven't been watching Critical Role. I've been absorbed by other things. Because I started rewatching Distractable, which I have been loving, and that has been serving the desires of the funnies, you know? And the less spooky scaries. They're exactly 100. Amazing. Alright, I'm not too fussed about getting more. Oh, hey, there's another one. Ah, hey, another one. Yay! Twists and turns all day and spirals all night. That's cute. It's no longer functioning. Has its soul been moved back to the sanctuary? My goodness, it's gloomy over here. Me! God, see, that music. Friggin' penis. I should place down the sanctuary portal somewhere. Like right there. There we go. Oh my goodness. How long has it been since I had my medication? It's been only 2 hours. It doesn't make sense for it to necessarily be wearing off right now, I think. Unless my metabolism is just that fucking insane. But I have let out a lot. This recording... it has been a bit. So I guess it makes sense why I'm... And also... The whole sleep things. It probably makes sense why I'm trying... Yeah. Slimes? Slimes? I've been looking, why do you need them? I don't remember the voice I did. Need? No. Care. Caretaker. Care. Cares. Duty. To care. Your duty, who gave it to you? Memory. Far away. Can't reach, but built to care. Radiant slimes. All slimes. If harmed, I fix. Radiant harm. An image fixes into your mind. The caretaker brushing crystalline sprinkles of an oddly colored slime. Feelings. Ones that feel strange to you, well up. You get the intense sense of, yes, duty. But it overlaps with the longing. A place in the world that you were custom made for. I care for I fix. If I help you and you help others, that's my duty too. Find many. I found one! Do you care for them enough to feed them, or do I have to do that still? I do have to do that still. Right. Let's get you a corral. A garden. We can afford it now. Do I have a home portal? I do, don't I? I do. Locked? Why can't I put it there? What the heck? Can I put it in here? For the convenience, I suppose. I don't know. We can move it in later. Yep, they're starving. Did you feed all of them to these guys? God damn it, Drone. I forgot to put them in the... Oh well. Bonk! Look at that. I guess this is just what we're doing here now. Alright. I'll have to give them some. Can I put drones in here? Presumably, because they had the drone... They had the ghost drone in here, yeah. But we could have them be automatically fed. Oh, it's just the one of them so far. Back. Okey-dokey. This is a call for now. Or do I want to find a bunch of things so I can try and play Slime Goal? You have to get an absurd score within like how many? Score of 120 in 1 minute. You have to get two goals, 2 points a second. Maybe we put it in the cave. Can we do that? Just so we don't lose anything. But it's also possible that the ring might fly into the ceiling of the cave, I guess. Alrighty. Whose poops do we want to get rid of? Let's just take these poops. These are the least valuable ones. I feel like this whole epilogue series should have ended at episode 1. I could still do that. I could just private the stream. Or unlist it and just have it be in the live streams playlist and not this one, and not the Slime Rancher one. I don't know, man. So does this count? Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh my goodness. Do I have to actually get it in the star? I kind of hate this. Oh god, I hate this. I hate how it moves. It's probably better if I just stand still, but like... Ugh. Why weren't those counting? Oh, well, one of those went in the refinery. This is going to be the worst achievement for me to get. Oh boy, okay, come on, we need to reload. I need to get even more plots apparently if I want to do this. Or I can just be more accurate, I suppose. Has it been a minute? God. No. No, it's been more than a minute. No! Oh well. Okay, maybe because the bottom's facing that way. We'll do it one more. We'll give it one more shot. Well, I only noticed one get put in the refinery, but I'm not finding more than one. Oh, hey, there's one. Whoops. No, I wasn't ready for that. No, go away. I wanted to have you face this way. Maybe that's cooler or something. Okay. What if I start the activate button? And there we go. I don't think we're on pace. See, some of them just don't... Like, it feels inconsistent. Whether or not it is inconsistent is besides the point. It feels inconsistent. That's a problem. Oh my goodness. Okay, we actually... So, we could have done it. We could have done it. We just need a few more plots. Okay. These really bounce everywhere. I'll place down a snowball machine and see if that works. That would be... I don't know if the snowballs have the same physics as a plort, and I doubt it. And it would be good. It would be convenient. It would be smart if they all did. Yeah, that's the same. That's not what I wanted to test. Snowball? Okay, snowballs work. Maybe I can tell a drone to go search for plorts that are just on the floor. I'll put them in a silo or something. Hey, there's some. Alright. Once more. Yay! Alright. Cool. Alright. We can put some percentage back in the video title if I want. How many cotton balls? No. Still think some have evaporated. And by evaporated, I mean going into a spot where I can't see them clearly. Oh well, it's not a huge loss. Alright, are you guys good for selling? I want to do it just as a victory lap, you know? There you go, here you go. Here's for your assistance in my victory. Sorry guys, it's kind of quite a bit, yep. Ah! Oh, well, I gotta check Pronto Mart before we leave. No, alright, that's cool. I throw a fucking accelerator in there. Terrible. Terrible scam. Thank you all for watching. A lot. I don't even know. There are buttons. Some are buttons. The others are buttons. Here's a box. Do what you want. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you later.